We do have some more chances for storms later today, but I think it's gone down more towards just showers and stuff, which is going to be good. And then it's supposed to snow. Okay, so it's been 10 days since I did that seeding, and we're going to talk today about pretty much the roller coaster that has happened since then. Ups and downs and temperatures and storms and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to explain what's happened, where we're at right now, and give you an update on this whole project and how things, well, they're not going the greatest at the moment, but we'll see how it goes coming up. So here's where we left off on the last video. I just seeded 10 days ago. And the reason that I did it at that time was that we were having some 80s for temperatures. The lows were looking pretty good. And I noticed that it was going to get cooler, but it didn't look like it was going to be extreme. And there was also quite a bit of consistent rainfall in the forecast. So if you remember correctly, I have quite a few areas around the building here where I'm trying to just utilize rainfall as far as getting this seed going. Now that can be really difficult, especially in the spring because of those colder soil temps. You don't get grass seed to pop out of the ground quite like you do in the late summer or early fall here for cool season lawns. So I just went with that gamble and I went for it. Got all the seed down here, and we did get that one rain that I showed right at the end of last video. Nothing too extreme, so I was happy that it didn't seem like anything washed out. And after that, it got cooler for a few days, down to about 34 degrees or so at night, and I definitely knew that was going to make things a lot slower. It's going to take the soil temps back down, and so I knew germination would probably be pretty slow. That happened, and then it got warm again. It got up to close to 80 for a day, and I was thinking, okay, this is the warmth that I need to maybe get something going, but it quickly turned into this that evening. So then after that happened, today is Monday the 24th, and we got to this last weekend and I saw that there was a freeze warning. So that's on Friday. Saw another freeze warning for Saturday. So what that meant was that they were expecting lows into the 20s. I recorded a temperature a couple nights in a row of right around 25 degrees. Then I knew for sure soil temps have come way down. Germination is not happening. Luckily though, I didn't have a whole bunch of grass seed popped up at that time, because I think if I would have got a couple hard freezes on it, that might have killed it off. But that didn't happen because I'll show you, I don't really have any germination at this point. We're on day 10. Even with ryegrass, it's just been so cold, only about 1 day of warmth, just not doing much. Let me show you some of those washout areas, some of the updates on things. I did get some more seed blankets down, we'll talk about that, and then a few other things as we go along. We'll start on this side of the building where you can see we got a few more blankets put out over here. We just had one in that last video, but I did get some more put onto this slope over here. Still have this fiber blanket on here, and like I said, those do hug down to the ground really well. So whenever that gets wet, it holds everything down. And this hasn't done bad by any means, but we do have some washout, which I expected. Right where all of this water comes out of the downspout and comes down through here. So really not a huge deal here because this is going to end up being a wood chip path. Not too concerned about what may or may not grow right here. Same thing over in this larger section. You can see quite a few of these water trails and stuff, so all the silty stuff came up on top of the surface here. What I also want to show you is just how quickly this soil dries out. So as we saw in that soil test video, where I did a sample of the texture as well. I have a very silty soil. You can see here, this is already all cracked on the surface, and that's why I really need to get some grass growing in here, because it's going to help to hold a lot of that moisture a lot better. On this bare soil here, it dries out really fast. Nothing for germination whatsoever at this point. I don't see anything over here at all in any of these sections, so we got to wait this out until we get some more sun and some more warmth. Over here on this side where I planted the fescue bluegrass up against the building, got a couple of blankets down on this, so that definitely helped, because here's this main water channel where everything runs down. That was designed to be that way, but on here I don't really see anything growing quite yet. Now I've been trying to keep at least some water on this stuff over here if I can, not really out in that main section. I'm just gonna let that be what it is. And when something comes up, I will definitely have to work on it again in the fall, but at least somewhat close to the building here, I've been trying to keep up with just a hose off the building, watering just a little by hand. It's not been very sunny, or the sun has not been very intense, so at least some of the moisture with these blankets stays there a little better than that bare soil, but I don't really have much of an option out there. I don't have any cover on it. I just wanted to let it be what it was, show you kind of how that would be in a bare soil situation. I planned on putting a bunch of wood chips back there and driving on that section, so I'm not too concerned about it looking perfect at this point. But up near the building, I would definitely like to have some grass. All right, so as we move up to the main stage, as my friend Connor would like to call it, I do not see much for growth on really anything. Maybe a plant or two up here is about all that I really see, and that's really looking hard for something that might be growing. So the blankets are still intact, everything is fine with that. Right down through this section here is where there is a small sort of waterway. It's the lowest spot, so things come off that hill, kind of runs down through this section. So I'm not sure underneath the blanket exactly how much washout I have there, or how much silty stuff went over all the seed, but the time will tell on that. I think that's definitely going to need an overseed at some point here, but I would just like to see something growing, because these weeds are definitely going to start to take over here very soon if I don't have some competition from that grass. So that's sort of what I'm fighting, and the problem is that some of them are very likely going to be some grassy weeds and things that I can't just spray off without sort of starting over. So this is really a gamble, as I told you in the last video about this seeding, but I just need some warmth to get this thing going. In terms of washout up here, you can see there's a head right here. This is sort of where this main waterway goes through, so I'm gonna have to figure something out with that and direct the water around, maybe make a different channel through here or something until I get some grass growing and it starts to soak up some of that water as it goes through here. But that head is definitely exposed, so I will have to work on that part. Bunch of extra soil right here I think I can just slide over, but I'm gonna have to make a new channel for that. This long bare soil strip along the driveway I also seeded with ryegrass, but you can see some of these waterways that were created in that last big storm, and as we get down the hill I'll show you where it gets a lot worse. So as you come down the hill here, it starts to turn into this little water buffer type of thing, but as we get over this hill, this is where I've got some really deep holes starting. A lot of washout down into here. So this hill I think is gonna have to be redone for sure. It's just a matter of at least trying to get something going on this so I can hold some things in place, but I'm gonna have to do some erosion control on this. So maybe one of those netless blankets would be a good thing. I'm gonna come up with something here because I'm gonna show you another issue that this caused right now. So as soon as it gets warm enough, I'm gonna throw down a whole bunch of ryegrass or annual rye or something, because it's inching closer and closer to my plots with all this silty stuff that's been washing down. And then check this out. So I came down here the other day right after I noticed all this washout, and this whole thing was off. So this valve box cover was off, and I was like, that's kind of strange. I opened this thing up, check that out. Whole thing is buried in soil in here, and it's still super wet, muddy. So I've got to figure out how to get this stuff out of here and off of all these valves. Oh, it's gonna be really fun. So until I can get something going here on this hill, I think I need to find some of those erosion control little buffer things that you can put in, stack up a couple of them there at least, and try to get this to all direct around the next time we get a storm, because can't keep cleaning out this thing and having all these plots full of soil. But you can see how much soil has come over and basically taken over that whole plot. So I gotta fix this before it starts to ruin this stuff out here. So I got my work cut out for me here, as you can see, but When it comes to seeding, you just never know what you're gonna get, and you just can't get super frustrated by it because it doesn't always go perfectly the first time. You need to stay patient, you need to stay persistent, and eventually you will get there. I can tell you that for sure because I've been through this many times with weather. But the spring thing adds a little extra to it, a little extra difficulty, so that's why a lot of people would say just don't do the spring thing. It's very difficult to do, and it can be, but I still believe I'm gonna get something going here. Just depends on how long it's gonna take, depends on when the weather gets warm again, which I'm hoping is gonna be very soon. If you're looking for some good news though, look at these plots. Did a mow on these yesterday. I haven't done a complete first mow video yet just because things have just been starting to get going, but these things are looking good. So also a quick show of, this is the Elite Fescue color. This is K31 right here. So this is Kentucky 31 tall fescue. So I put these two right next to each other so that you could see some of the differences. Now I will say this has been growing a lot better. It got greener a lot quicker, but here's some of the differences. As you can tell, hopefully by the camera, quite a stark difference in the color. A little wider blade on this thing. That's the old standard, and here's some of the new stuff. This right here is more of the Elite Fescue that I mowed yesterday. Looks fantastic right now. And over here, getting this ryegrass plot going. It's not waking up quite as quickly right now, but it's not gonna be too long. It's still looking really good. I have a few spots this year where there was a little bit of damage. I think it was honestly from the deer or something else digging in here because we didn't really have a harsh winter, so this was uncovered a lot of the time, but it looks like that's gonna be small enough stuff that as this starts to flourish, it should be okay, and otherwise I can throw a little of seed down in these spots if I need to once things warm up, but nothing too crazy to worry about. And I was waiting for the irrigation to go in so I can get all this stuff cleaned up here, which doesn't obviously look good at the moment. I'm gonna probably put in a weed fabric similar to what I've been using over there, that black stuff, just for right now to keep the weeds down in between these, figure out a long-term plan for them. So it's just 2 days later now, and look what I found. So we've had some decent sun the last couple days. Things are just starting to get rolling here, so hopefully, crossing my fingers, now that I have some germination, I can keep things going, and we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.